presentation of HBO Sports.
Hello again, I'm Jim Lampley. On September 16th, HBO Pay-Per-View will take you live to Las Vegas for the long-anticipated firefight between Triple G, Gennady Golovkin of Kazakhstan, and Canelo Alvarez of Mexico, the biggest monetary draw in the sport. To help get you ready for the night of September 16, we're going to look back at one of the most significant fights of Canelo's career, the night in November 2015, when he went after the lineal middleweight championship of the world against Puerto Rican evergreen Miguel Cotto. The middleweight limit has been fixed at 160 pounds for more than 100 years, but this fight took place at a catchweight of 155. Let's go back to that night, November of 2015 in Las Vegas, to hear how I called it with Max Kellerman and Roy Jones.
Round one begins. Everyone's on their feet. As Max pointed out, there's not only an expectation, but also a tremendous hope on the part of boxing fans that tonight this will deliver. And there's every reason to believe that it will.
I tell you what, Canelo comes out wanging a big left hook. Like he's trying to make a statement to Cotto that he has just as good a hook as Cotto has.
Signature punch for Miguel Cotto is the left hook to the ribcage. Canelo Alvarez has a pretty doggone good left hook of his own. They're standing in the center of the ring, trying to land big stuff.
This is a pins and needles kind of fight already.
I ran into Freddie Roach in the hallway outside my room this morning and said, Freddie, are you going to box the first few rounds? And he said, yes, we will. We believe we can outbox him. Body shot by Canelo. Cotto getting in a little right hand upstairs. Mostly they've been missing early on.
We're throwing heavy leather.
Good jab by Canelo. He has slightly the longer arms, it appears. Cotto high with those left hooks. Hasn't gone down to the bottom of the rib cage where he does the most damage.
Good jab by Cotto.
Both fighters seeming now to settle down and relax a little bit. There was tension early on. Good quick left hook inside by Cotto. Now good left hook by Canelo. Hard right hand to the body by Canelo Alvarez.
Good body
shots
shot
by Cotto. Left hand to the solar plexus by Cotto is a good shot.
Yep, and he's stepping around either to the left or to the right as he delivers, Jim. He's not staying right there in the middle when he attacks.
Best work has been done to the body by both guys so far.
Cotto believes he has a footwork advantage and can step around Canelo. Canelo will come straight forward, in his view, to land his shots. Quick left hook by Cotto, and he moves laterally as soon as he lands the punch. Lateral movement, clearly a part of the Cotto plan early on. Good right hand by Canelo. And the left hook, crowd loves that. Left to the body by Canelo.
Cotto up on his toes. Boxing early, like they said he would do.
Pretty even round. Not much to differentiate the two fighters either way in round number one.
Nice job. Water. Alright, that was a good round. Keep boxing this guy. The jab's working well for you. Alright, but I think when you land the first one, I'd like to see you step in with another one, okay? Second one. Alright? Because you got one of the skills. Back him up with a double jab, alright? Nice combination. The body shot work well, okay? Keep that body working. Alright? Very good.
Box numbers in round one. I said it was an even round. They each landed 8 punches. Cotto 8 out of 54. Alvarez 8 out of 33. Small edge for Cotto, or for Canelo, I should say. In power shots, he landed 6 power shots 6-5 for Cotto by CompuBox count, as I said. Not much to differentiate the two fighters in round number 1. Right hand upstairs for Cotto.
First round could have legitimately been scored either way.
Harold Letterman gave it to Cotto, who threw more punches in the round.
One fascinating event is that Cotto is throwing a straight right lead more than we ever seen him throw it before. After the jab sometimes just throwing a straight right. Doesn't look like a very powerful or effective straight right, but he's using it.
Probably to set up left hooks later on.
More than likely.
Jab for Cotto. Canelo ducking underneath the second one. Neither fighter fights at a particularly fast pace, but it's Cotto who is throwing more punches early on. And throwing more punches can steal rounds when neither fighter is landing all that much.
Yes, it can. And it seems as though Canelo learned from the Mayweather fight that he has to be more aggressive early in these fights or he's going to fall behind. Because here he's being much more aggressive early in this fight than we expected to see him.
Aggressive by throwing power shots and trying to crowd Cotto a little bit.
And keeping the pressure on, staying right in Cotto's face.
He's the bigger, younger fighter, and he's trying to impose that on the older, smaller guy.
Jab lands for Cotto, second one missed.
And the older, smaller guy is using his timing to catch Canelo, off rhythm, in between when Canelo's ready for it.
Canelo fired the right uppercut, which was a big weapon against Kirkland, but he was using it as a counter against Kirkland. Kirkland was wide open. This was different. Cotto was guarding.
Good counter right hand by Canelo.
Followed by the jab, followed by a left hook. Canelo's starting to get a little bit more active now as we come down the stretch of round number 2. Already you see Miguel Cotto throwing 31 more punches by CompuBox count than Canelo. That can steal rounds.
Canelo's right-hand counter has been his best shot so far, I think. Landed 4 of them really well in the first 2 rounds.
Yes, he did. And the difference in this is that Canelo has power in both hands. Cotto only shows power in the left hook. But he did land a good straight right there.
They're both doing good work in spots.
And you saw a shot of Melissa Cotto earlier. There's Anna Alvarez, along with Melba Sepulveda, who is Cotto's girlfriend, or excuse me, Canelo's girlfriend. That's Canelo's mother and Canelo's girlfriend seated at ringside.
Just relax. You got advance. Moving in. Good. When you're going to push in, flex your waist. Flex your waist. You got to fake him. When he attacks you, leave him short. Leave him short. You leave him short, you got to move him. Flex your waist and move in. Fake him. And when you go in, you got to get him. You got to throw more that left. More left.
He's got nothing, okay? All right? If you don't back him up, he'll come forward, okay? All right? Keep backing this guy up when you can, okay? It's very good. Your jab is doing a great job, okay? All right? Your right hand, your body shots behind that are working really well, okay? It was a great round.
Here we see Miguel and head Cotto land this straight right lead right down the pipe. Not the most powerful punch, but a beautiful setup punch, a beautiful lead. You can't ask for a more clean right hand, cleaner placed right hand than that.
CompuBox numbers in round 2. Cotto was 10 of 55, Alvarez 8 of 41. So Cotto has thrown more punches in both rounds. Landed 1 more punch than Alvarez so far in the fight. 9-5 power advantage for Cotto in that round.
The nip and tuck kind of fight. So far what we can see is that Canelo Alvarez is not Delvin Rodriguez or Sergio Martinez at the end or Daniel Gill. He's a different level fighter, and the improvement that Freddie Roach has made in Miguel Cotto have brought him up to a level where he's competing on even terms with Canelo.
Yes, it is, but I can tell you right now, Canelo is the sharper puncher tonight, Max, by far.
Agreed.
Can we agree that both fighters have been relatively conservative so far, looking not to make a mistake? And now Canelo begins to open up in round number 3, landing a body shot, trying for the right hand over the top. Good hard shot by Canelo up the middle.
Pick him up, pick him up.
Heard Robert Byrd telling him pick it up. There's a good right hand by Canelo. Alvarez blocking the left hook with his right hand. Lands a straight right. Crowd likes that. Best round so far, by far, for Canelo Alvarez, who's stepping up the action. Now takes a right hand from Cotto.
As expected, where Cotto has the advantage, it's when his superior feet put him in position to land punches. And when Canelo has the advantage, it's when his hand speed and reach puts him in the position to land.
Of course, but that right hand right there from Cotto had a little sting on it.
Counter left inside by Canelo. Now the jab lands for Alvarez as well.
Canelo showed a good jab and a good left hook so far.
Much more active in the 3rd round and seizing the initiative here a little bit from Miguel Cotto after Cotto outthrew him in the first 2 rounds. Now Cotto seems to feel the need to throw more punches himself.
Good jab by Cotto. 2 good jabs by Cotto.
Timing. Miguel Cotto has great timing on his jab, and he is frustrating Canelo Alvarez with his sharp timing right now. This is a good round. Both fighters have done some damage.
Canelo just looks so much bigger physically than Cotto.
Oh, good right hand
by Canelo.
Good hook by Cotto.
Well, you get a sense here in round number 3 that the fight is beginning. The boxing match has been going for 3 rounds. The fight is coming at some point.
Okay. Excellent. Now you're getting the jab, you're getting the range. Very good, okay? Now after you land those jabs, there are 2 jabs, okay? I need some head movement, because he's always going to come back, okay?
All right.
Don't stand up in front of him, okay?
After the jab movement.
Yes, okay?
Shoulders.
All right, angle, movement, okay? Make him chase you, okay? All right, you're scoring really good.
Here you see Cotto get stopped in his tracks by a beautiful left jab by Canelo Alvarez, right as he was throwing a jab. Then you see Canelo counter this jab from Cotto, dips right under it with a beautiful straight right over the top, and his straight right has keel on it. It's not quite like the same straight right hand that Cotto is throwing at him.
CompuBox numbers showed a good round for Alvarez, 13 out of 45. All 13 of the landed punches were power shots. Cotto was 9 of 58. Now we go to round number 4 of the scheduled 12. Harold, how do you have it through 3?
Okay, Jim, I got 2 rounds to 1. 29-28, Canelo Alvarez. I tell you, Jim, I'm impressed the way he's walking him down and landing the power shots, just like that. Backs him up, walks him down, and belts him with a right hand. It shows real skill that Canelo's got. I mean, for a kid that's 25 years old, he fights for a guy that looks like he's much older and with much more experience. On the other hand, Miguel Cotto boxes nicely, lands a lot of jabs, but I just don't think he's doing as much damage as Canelo is right there with the right hand.
Well, that was the hardest punch of the fight so far, that right hand by Miguel Cotto. Thank you very much, Harold.
You're welcome, Jim.
29-28, Canelo on the Harold Letterman scorecard. Obviously, it could be anything on the 3 official judges' scorecards because these have been relatively close rounds.
That's why Freddie wants the head movement and the angles from Cotto, because Canelo has the heart of a champion. When you go at him, he comes back at you. And so when Cotto lands his 1 or 2 or 3 shots, Freddie wants him out of there with Canelo chasing.
And Canelo came out throwing a strong left hook to show Cotto that he's willing to exchange left hooks with him if he wanted to throw the hook.
Now here comes Cotto with left hook, left hook, left hook. 1 to the body, 2 to the head. His primary weapon well in evidence now as we get into the middle portion of the fight.
The feeling is Canelo's not good at chasing. He wants you to be in punching range.
Talked about the timing on Cotto's jab. Now Canelo is starting to time his jab effectively.
See that hook right there?
Yep.
That hook slows the opponent down from throwing his own hook.
They trade body shots. Cotto got in a good left hook. Canelo came back with a hard counter right hand to the body. Saw Canelo's mastery of range there. Cotto sticking the jab and not quite getting it to Canelo's face.
Body shot by Canelo.
Sometimes he leaves himself open when he throws those body shots. So you wonder if Cotto's going to land a big counter upstairs at some point.
Well, Canelo's very good against the stationary target. And Cotto, being the shorter guy, has to at times get inside to land those punches, making him the target for Canelo.
Closing seconds of round number 4. Cotto trying to come back in the closing stages of the round. Another close, difficult round to score.
Great. All right, now you're getting your rhythm. All right, you're backing him up. Okay, now that's the key. Okay, when you land that jab, you take that slag up, you back him up, he rolls, he's got nothing, okay? All right?
With that left and then bring that right back, okay? Shots, move, hit, and come back out. And then with that right hand up, and more punches.
This is Canelo's best punch right here so far in the fight. He lands a straight right hand right over the top of Cotto's low jab, caused Cotto's legs to just kind of freeze for a second, but he didn't appear to be hurt by it.
Well, so far it's clear that Cotto is effective with his footwork and can at times outwork Alvarez, but on the other hand, Canelo's punches seem more powerful, Roy.
They're more crisp and more powerful and more, he would be the sharper of the two guys tonight. But we have to see how long he can hold this.
You heard Freddie a round ago wanting Cotto movement, have Canelo chase you. Now he wants Cotto to back Canelo up and put him on the ropes. Maybe feeling that Cotto had some success in the last round, and now it's time to step it up a little bit.
Or that Canelo is getting too confident.
You saw that Harold Letterman gave the 4th round to Cotto, evening it on the Letterman scorecard, 2 rounds apiece.
Good hook to the body by Cotto. Canelo acknowledged it.
It's being reported to me that on Twitter, several of the ringside writers are revealing their scores, and some of them are 4-0 Canelo so far.
Good right hand by Canelo. That may have hurt Cotto.
That's a possible score. The first round could have gone either way, and so could the 4th.
We don't know, of course, what the official judges are doing as they score the fight as they go along. We can tell you what Harold scored, and Twitter can tell you the others. And there's a hard left hand for Canelo Alvarez.
Hard left uppercut. Canelo is really doing some great feinting to cause Cotto some issues right now.
Cotto comes back with a flurry of punches of his own.
Yeah, he had to do something, Jim. He was losing momentum bad right there.
And what's the story of the fight so far? The bigger man is able to absorb, it seems, the little man's shots with greater ease than when the little man gets hit. He seems to move more and get stung more.
And Cotto's shots right now seem to have no effect on Alvarez.
He's able to walk through some of these punches and keep going forward. Cotto's side-to-side movement stops Canelo from throwing, but when Canelo throws, he lands and lands sharply.
Oh,
like that.
Good overhand.
Like that.
And then Cotto does the right thing by making those little stands where he flurries, because you got to break the momentum of the bigger guy.
Just seems to be too big for
Good,
Cotto
hard left uppercut by Cotto. Or excuse me, by Alvarez. Cotto seems to realize now that he's going to need to volume Canelo. He's going to need to throw more punches, because when Canelo lands, the crowd and some at ringside are going ooh and ah. what moves Cotto.
Yeah, he's definitely the sharper puncher tonight, Jim, and being the bigger guy is giving him all of the advantages.
That's the Cotto family at ringside. Wife Melissa in the middle. Miguel's mother to the far side.
Deep breath there, boy. All right, now you let him dictate the pace that time, okay?
All right, I can.
You've got to get back on the jab when you back him up with the jab, all right? Double jab, take the slack up, okay?
All right.
Do not let him come forward, okay? He's strong coming forward, okay? You stop him in the tracks with a jab every time, all right? Say yourself, double.
He see Canelo do the old Roberto Duran, feint the right hand, and come with a beautiful left uppercut up the middle. I thought only me and Roberto Duran could do that, but I see that Canelo has it too.
Now there are 3. 6 power punches in the 5th round. Alvarez 10 of 20. Cotto 6 of 17. Overall, Canelo with a 14-6 landed punch advantage in that round.
The effect of Cotto's shots on Delvin Rodriguez, on Sergio Martinez, on Daniel Gil were devastating, and that has not been the case here tonight. Canelo's ability to absorb them is the difference in the fight so far.
Well, one of the questions coming in was what exactly was the import of Cotto's 3 sensational wins in a row under Freddie Roach? Was it because he was so great and had been taken to another level, or was it because all 3 of those opponents were severely compromised when he fought them?
And that was a beautiful left hook, straight right hand by Canelo again. But Max, what I was going to say was, all those 3 hooks that you were talking about against those opponents, he was coming forward. Today, he's going backwards in the circling. He's no good going backwards in the circling. That's the difference that Freddie Roach had made in him.
That's why Freddie wants him to double on that jab and come in pushing Canelo back.
Good combination by Alvarez. He reversed it through the right, then the left, and landed heavily with both shots.
Yeah, he's pretty slick. He's showing some really slick stuff tonight, Jim.
There's a good body shot by Cotto with the right hand. But he hasn't landed one of his signature left hooks to Canelo's body.
Well, Canelo is doing a great job of defending it and sending a left hook of his own at Cotto anytime Cotto goes towards the body with the left hook. So those are the 2 big reasons he hasn't thrown it.
That and the fact that Canelo's very dangerous with the right hand.
Yep, making him keep that left hand at home.
Good body shot by Cotto there.
See, Cotto's punches just don't seem to have the steam on them that they normally have against those smaller guys. Because he's going backwards already.
Or circling.
Yes.
Freddie Roach kept saying to him, don't let Canelo come forward. You need to back him up. Freddie doesn't think that Canelo's a good fighter going backward. But he isn't going backward tonight. He's been able to go forward most of the time.
If you had to guess what these guys weigh, because neither weighed in today, Cotto looks a little heavier maybe than he was when he weighed in yesterday at 153.5 pounds. Probably around 150-something pounds. And Canelo looks like a super middleweight at least.
So the size advantage seems to be showing up as we come toward the middle point of the fight. 20 seconds left in the 6th round. Another round in which they've landed just about an equal number of punches, but Canelo's punches have more effect.
Much more effect.
Halfway through.
Breathe, breathe, breathe. Where's the bag? How you feeling? Good. All right, Seven. We got to throw more combinations. We got to light it up. Good? Yes, yes. Got to throw more punches. Okay? You're doing good defense. You got to punch more. Punch more. You got to throw much more punches. Throw more punches, son. Don't just stay here closed up and catching punches. If you're going to stay there.
Okay. Hay que tirar más combinaciones.
He see Canelo land a right body shot first to pull the hands down. Beautiful body shot right on the waistline to make the left hand come down. Then you see him come back, and this one, you know, a guy feels like he's in control. And instead of going down with it, he looks down and comes over the top with it. So he's in full control right now, being able to do anything that he wants to do, and that's not good for Cotto.
So it's been a pretty good first half of the fight for Canelo, or so it would seem. Now we go to the second half of the fight. Early in the 7th round, Canelo, as you can see in the picture, looking like the larger man in the ring. Harold, how do you have it through 6?
Okay, Jim, I got it 4 rounds to 2, 58, 56, Canelo Alvarez. You know, Jim, in rounds 5 and round 6, Canelo really got into this game. He backed the guy up, he's walking him down, moving forward, landed a hard shot just like that. 2 hard right hands. He's doing more damage. That's all there is to it. 4-2, Canelo Alvarez.
Even look at the way this round started. Cotto was active. Canelo took a few shots, and then it was like, okay, that's all you got, little guy? Here I come.
Exactly.
Canelo's corner wants more activity.
Hard body shot from Canelo. Cotto seems to be searching for an answer. He knows he needs to try to back Canelo up. So now he's trying to step up the pace. Activity level going up. The more they trade, the more dangerous it seems to become for Cotto.
Mainly because it's like he's trading with one hand and Canelo is trading with 2. The only thing he seems to be able to hurt Canelo with is a left hook. If he hits him, we don't even know that can hurt him or not. But Canelo seems to be able to hurt him with a straight right hand, a left uppercut, a left hook, a right uppercut, a body shot.
And the jab.
Exactly. Good hook by Cotto, though.
Cotto's going to have to commit to that hook to the body.
And he's not doing it right now because he's a smaller man. You do not want to commit and trade with a bigger guy.
Now it's on Freddie Roach. Freddie Roach is the greatest trainer in the sport and the one most capable of making an adjustment that can change a fight. This fight needs to be changed for Miguel Cotto to have a chance to win it.
Well, we can say it's on Freddie Roach, but Freddie Roach can tell you what to do. Freddie Roach can't go out there and imply it. And he told him to go forward and push him back. And he's trying, but he's not going back. He's steadily coming forward because he's too big.
You're right, it's not that Cotto's not landing punches. He is landing punches.
Just he is so small that Canelo has no fear for him. See that right hand, that wouldn't hurt Canelo anyway.
Cotto landed a left inside.
Even the left hook, Max, is just not sharp tonight.
There. Okay.
That's right, right?
Yep. All right, now you're taking charge of it, okay? All right, you're backing him with the jab, okay? Now, you're backing him up with that double jab. I think you have the right hand there, okay? But you have to be right behind it, okay? All right, don't reach for him. If he steps back, he's stepping with the jab. All right, double jab, right hand, right down the middle from here, okay? All right.
Another sign of the growing confidence, he steps back off of a straight right lead, which he's not afraid of, throws a right uppercut, then slips the left hook. Wow, and the only punch he's caught by is a jab that causes him no problem at the end of that.
CompuBox numbers through 7. Cotto 75 out of 380. Alvarez 76 out of 255. And again, if they land an equal number of shots, Canelo's are harder shots.
Oh!
Another left uppercut lands for Canelo.
It buckled Cotto's knees a bit.
Yeah, that hurt pretty bad, that Max. And that come from reaching at him with that jab. Just what they told him to do, back him up with the jab.
Freddie Roach wanted Canelo for Cotto. He saw Canelo. Oh, good action. Good, real tough exchanges from both guys.
Good body shot by Cotto. One of his best of the fight. Alvarez answers the body shot with one of his own. Tremendous uppercut for Alvarez. Other uppercut. A right hand across the top. Cotto lands a left hook. Tries to land another one. portion of the fight so far.
Alvarez
Left hook lands for Cotto. Right uppercut lands for Canelo.
Canelo just a sharper guy tonight, so far.
Bigger hitter.
Right now.
Bigger man,
Like
bigger
that.
hitter.
Like that. That hurt. Those hurt Cotto.
He is gradually getting Cotto into trouble from the accumulation of punishment.
These are furious exchanges, and the difference is one guy's ability to absorb it over the other.
Oh, good exchange of hooks.
Tremendous left hook by Cotto. Alvarez answers with a right and a left. Hard right hand by Canelo Alvarez. Tremendous round. And it's still only halfway done. Looks like Miguel Cotto has decided he needs to make a stand.
Yes, he's trying to break Canelo's momentum, and he's paying a price to do it, but he is landing his own big shots. Those were some terrific exchanges.
Good hook by Cotto.
3 great punches by Cotto.
And
Canelo took them and stood right there and landed a return shot of his own.
But that was a beautiful combination by Cotto.
I was saying before that fight broke out that Freddie Roach saw Canelo at Wild Card when Canelo first got to the United States. And based on what he's seen from Canelo, he liked this fight for his fighter Cotto, but it's obvious that Canelo has improved since then.
Tremendous body shot with the right hand by Canelo Alvarez. The book on Alvarez is that he can have stamina problems. So we'll be watching down the stretch of the fight to see if he's able to maintain the pace.
Good right to the body by Cotto.
He's fighting very hard in this round. But you see the difference in power punches landed. Canelo's almost tripled Cotto in power shots in this round, despite the number of good, hard, clean shots we've seen Cotto landing here.
Cotto's jab is usually like a power shot, but not against Canelo.
Good shot.
Best round of the fight, fairly close to even, but again, the thunder came from Canelo.
More pressure now. How are you feeling? Good. Breathe. I don't want you to do things you don't need to do. All right, son? He hit you with a straight shot. Why? Because you're overconfident there. You're playing around.
All right, you want to land those shots like that, under and out, okay? Don't stay too long, okay? All right, now here, biggest thing. Don't throw the lazy jab, okay? All right. He's going to counter with the right hand over the top, all right? I think your double jab right hand will work.
Here you see Cotto come in. Best flurry of the fight for him, I think. He started with a straight right lead that was partially blocked. Then he threw a jab that wasn't blocked. A good right hook to body, left hook to body, left hook to the head. Left hook to the head, though, was not as sharp finishing as one. Then that was a straight kind of left hand but jab at the end of the round.
CompuBox found Cotto landing 13 of 60 and Canelo 21 of 43 in that round, with Canelo with an 18 edge in power shots. But judges mostly see how many punches you throw. So Cotto was trying to stop what appeared to be something of a losing streak by rounds, and Harold Letterman gave him the 8th round, as some of the other judges might have.
I can see that. It seemed like the narrative of the fight had been established, but Cotto interrupted it last round, but the punch stats say otherwise.
And the question is, how big a price could Cotto pay to change the momentum of the fight? Can he keep it up?
But he just landed a good straight right earlier in this round. Probably his best one of the night.
And you hear the difference in the reaction of the corners. Freddie Roach in Cotto's corner was saying, okay, that's good. Now I think we can also do this. And in Canelo's corner, they were saying, we don't like what you did there so much.
Yes, and they're saying you were overconfident.
And they were talking about that jab at the end of the round. Because like they said, that really could have been a left hook or a semi-overhand left, and it could have been dangerous. That's what they're worried about. Good right hand by both fighters.
All right, break, fuera, limpio.
Oh, good uppercut. Cotto threw a good body shot there. He didn't land, but he threw a good one.
The real Miguel Cotto is beginning to show up now.
Yes,
There's the left hook to the body, which is his best punch. And there's Canelo answering the left hook to the body with his own left hook to the body.
3 good jabs by Cotto, too. Oh, good hook.
Quick, hard left hook. Might have hurt Cotto. That was great footwork by Canelo.
Oh, good uppercut. Wow.
I think Cotto blocked it, Roy.
The uppercut?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good jabs by Cotto. Canelo seems willing to take those jabs to get a better look.
Oh, good hook by Canelo.
Quick left hooks by Canelo. 3 of them in this round. Blistering.
Oh, good
There's
uppercut
another
by
one.
Canelo. And Cotto comes right back off it, though. I'm impressed.
He's got a great chin.
Yes, he does.
It does look as though when Canelo hits him with those shots, this is going bad for Cotto, but then he doesn't actually wobble.
No, he comes right back and throws 3 or 4 of his own. The only thing is they don't have the velocity on them that Canelo's punches have.
Three-quarters of the way through.
Breathe, where's the bag? How you feeling? Good, good. All right. There's 3 more, son. You got to do strong rounds, son. Strong sounds. You're stronger than he is. You're faster than he is, but you give him time.
You gotta press him again, okay? You can't let him back himself, okay? All right?
9 more minutes.
All right, you back him up with the jab. All right, the combination's right behind you, okay? All right? All right, but yeah, don't train the body too long, but do me. Do this for me, okay?
Here's when you know you got 2 really good fighters in action. You see one coming through a body shot, then the other counters with body shot or a head shot, body shot. Mainly the body shot, though. That's when you know you got 2 real competitors in action. Top-notch competitors.
Now here comes round 10 of a scheduled 12. Midway through the fight, Harold Letterman on his unofficial scorecard had Canelo in charge by a couple of points. Harold, how do you have it now through 9?
Okay, Jim, I've got it 87, 83, 87, 84, 6 rounds to 3, Canelo Alvarez. You know, Jim, Miguel Cotto takes a great punch. He looks like he ain't getting hurt. But what you're judging is who's doing more damage. And there's no doubt about it. The flat-footed Mexican is doing more damage. He's coming forward. He's landing monstrous shots. And Cotto's not showing it. He's trying to punch back, but he certainly can't go shot for shot with Alvarez. Alvarez is just too strong. 6-3, Canelo Alvarez.
And I think what the punches landed indicates too, Jim, is that Canelo, while not bouncing on his toes, has good upper body movement defensively on the inside.
Inside and outside, Max.
Another thing Canelo has, he has tremendous confidence. He has tremendous self-belief. He's fighting with body language that says, I can't lose. I'm going to win this fight walking away. Whether it's true or not, that's what Canelo believes.
Cotto's got to be able at some point, if he wants to win this fight, I think, to make Alvarez feel his left hook, especially to the body, but period. He has to throw those hard left hooks. Or the fight seems likely to continue in this fashion.
No, stop! Go.
A little bit of a lull now for Canelo here in the 10th round. Needs to produce some action, or else he might be in danger of giving a round away to Cotto. Cotto's more active, trying to move side to side and confuse Canelo. Gets in a body shot.
No.
And pushes Canelo down with his arm on the back of the neck. You know what the defense is for Canelo, Max? He's got great reflexes.
Yep.
He can see what's coming, and he gets out of the way.
And he bends with his upper body.
Oh, good body
good
shot.
body shot.
My goodness.
Those are the kind of shots that Cotto needs to land.
And Cotto gets a weary look on his face after that blistering body shot from Canelo.
That was pretty rough there, Jim. Tough to take them kind when you're this fatigued in a fight. A good right hand.
Hard right hand by Cotto. And Canelo answers back with a three-punch combination.
Sorry. He's okay. He's okay. Sit down. Good job. Legs out. Relax. Good job. Okay. Now you're scoring points and he's not getting nothing back, all right?
No lo quieras agarrar de un solo golpe, güey. Faltan 2 roundcitos, hay que cerrarlos fuerte. Fuerte, fuerte, hijo. Tirando un chingo de golpes, combinaciones, moviendo la cintura.
So now he's going to get a little more angry. He's going to come with more force. All right? You need to use that footwork side to side, okay? Use combinations and angles, okay?
6 more minutes.
All right. Mean him. Kill him with the jab. Every time he steps you, right there.
All right.
Fast, hard jab.
If Canelo Alvarez can win this fight, he wins the WBC title belt, which Miguel Cotto gave up earlier this week rather than to pay the sanctioning fee that governing body demanded. But that governing body says if Canelo wins the fight, that within 15 days after the fight, he must make a deal to fight Gennady Golovkin or risk being stripped. Some people believe Canelo will go ahead and make the deal and fight Golovkin. Others believe that he won't and that the governing body won't force him to, as they say they will. But all that is after the fight. Right now we've got 2 more rounds to go. We're in the 11th, and Max Kellerman is in the corner with Freddie Roach. Max?
Freddie, Miguel seems to be following your instructions, but ringside it seems to us that Canelo's size is negating some of Miguel's advantages and carrying the day. What do you see?
I think that we're outscoring him, we're out punching him, but he is coming forward, and he is very strong with his shots. But he's missing most of them. I mean, I think we're outscoring him, actually, but it's a very close fight, obviously. But I think that we have a little bit of an edge because we're scoring the jab more and the combination.
Like that?
Yes. We've had more of that than we have the other. You know, very seldom does he get him in the ropes. You know, he'll land maybe 1 or 2 clean shots, and that's about it. I don't think it's enough.
So you don't feel that Miguel needs to put a little bit more on that hook to hurt Canelo, to stop his forward momentum at all in these next few rounds?
Well, no, I would like that, yes, because I've been urging him enough. Don't let him back you up. I said, let's back him up. And I think he can do that with the double jab and the hard right hand, but we need to do that for the next 2 rounds, yes.
Thanks, Freddie.
Canelo Alvarez landed a right hand inside. He's working calmly through this 11th round, fighting as though he believes he's in control, even as Freddie Roach tells Max Kellerman that he thinks Miguel Cotto's outscoring him.
Yeah.
Good left hook by Canelo Alvarez.
Yeah, Canelo is in control, Jim. The thing, though, right now is that he's also giving Cotto an opportunity to land that thunderous left hook if Cotto just sits down on it and throws it.
Freddie refers to the jab, and yes, Cotto just landed a jab there and may have had the edge in landed jabs throughout the fight. But the power shots of Canelo Alvarez have seemed to move Cotto from time to time.
And this footwork from Cotto seems to be giving Alvarez a few problems. And he's landing that jab just like Freddie said he could.
You can see Freddie's point of view. Cotto is landing his shots. What we see is those shots are not having the same effect as on Canelo as vice versa. It's going to be interesting to see this, the way this is scored, if it goes to the cards, which it looks like it's heading that way.
Every judge is different. Every scorecard is different. We don't know what to expect as we come down toward the last round of the fight.
Breathe, breathe. Let's go. We got to close very strong.
¿Cómo se siente, amigo?
How you feeling, son? Good. Let's go. Let's go. You got to throw more punches, dude. Last round. Flex their waist.
He see Cotto land a counter right hand over the top of Canelo's left hook, which was his best right hand of the fight, I think. But then he comes back, and Canelo stumps his jab and hits him with a lead left hook. And it seemed like Cotto kept his hand pinned to his eye after that, as though it may have hit him right in the eye or that it affected that eye in some way. He even rocked back afterwards.
And you heard Freddie Roach say that he believes Miguel Cotto's landing more punches. CompuBox does not agree. CompuBox counting 130 landed punches for Canelo Alvarez in the fight to only 118 so far for Cotto. Harold Letterman has given the last 3 rounds in the fight to Canelo Alvarez and has him with a 5-point lead coming to the 12th. Alvarez lands a couple of pretty big shots to start this last round.
Huge shots.
Oh, what action.
Alvarez is trying to knock Cotto out.
And Cotto is trying to do the same.
They're both gunning for the KO right now. Body shot by Alvarez. Hard right hand over the top. No, not really hard. A looping right hand over the top.
It was pretty hard, Jim.
These shots are hard enough.
Good body shots.
He's getting the better of him in every way right now.
Good
this
body
is a
shot.
very big round so far for Canelo. Now here comes Cotto, trying to reverse it. Mexico, Puerto Rico, the 2 best 154-pound fighters in the world. A tremendous fight down the stretch.
Cotto has a cut over that left eye, bleeding in his eye now.
And if this is close on the cards, that's a bad look.
Yep.
Cotto needs to do something dramatic here.
Yeah, because Alvarez just did. He cut him in the 12th round.
Oh, and hit him with 2 more big shots right there.
Little left hook lands for Cotto. Same thing has been the case all night, though, that Alvarez walks through the shot and then loads up a big one and knocks Cotto back.
The 3-1 odds for Canelo reflected not only the fact that he's such a fan favorite among so many, but that youth and size would be served. And by our lights, that's what's happened here tonight. There are 40 seconds left.
Good body shot. Oh, that body shot hurt. Yeah, that body shot hurt him bad.
Very hard
That body shot hurt Cotto really bad.
He's in trouble now. We'll see if Canelo can finish him off. Only 20 seconds to go. Cotto trying to survive what has been a brutal assault here in the 12th round.
And Cotto just tried a mean left hook just there, too, Jim.
Combination for Cotto. Not many chances left, though. Extremely classy fighters.
That's a good prize fight.
That's a great prize fight. And those are very classy guys. Let's go to Michael Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds of boxing here at the Mandalay Bay of Las Vegas, we go to the scorecards. John McKay, 117-111. Dave Moretti, 119-109. Bert Clements, 118-110. All 3 scores to the winner by unanimous decision. And new middleweight champion of the world, from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, Saul Canelo Alvarez. No doubt.
Now let's go to Max Kellerman with another one of the same strike. Canelo Alvarez.
Congratulations, Canelo, on such a big win. Can you describe what you're feeling?
No. Es un sentimiento que no puedo explicar.
It's an emotion that I just can't put into words.
Estoy muy contento. Mis respetos para Miguel Cotto. Para mí siempre será un ejemplo. Es un gran campeón. Siempre lo voy a admirar.
I'm very happy. Much respect to Miguel Cotto. I will always admire him. He's a great champion.
Pero empieza mi era.
But now it's my era.
I haven't seen you this emotional after a fight, after a big win. Why are you this emotional tonight?
Esta es una gran victoria para mí.
It's a great victory for me.
No nomás para mí, sino para todo mi país.
Not just for me, but for all of my country.
Para toda mi gente, para mi familia, pero en especial a mi equipo.
For all my people, for my family, and especially for my team.
Un buen entrenador.
Got a great trainer.
Es el que te trae aquí desde nada.
He's the one that brings you here from nothing.
Desde no saber un jab.
I didn't even know what a jab was.
Hasta llegar a estos niveles, estos son los buenos entrenadores.
And then we get to this level, and that shows the quality of these trainers. The great trainers.
Estoy orgulloso de tener a gente como ellos. Más que entrenadores son mi familia.
I'm very proud to have people like them, and more than trainers, they're my family.
Quiero agradecerle a mi familia, a mis amigos que están siempre apoyándome. Todo esto es por ellos.
I want to thank my family, I want to thank my friends that are always supporting me, and all of this is for them.
You guys were boxing at, it was a boxer-puncher kind of fight, both of you. And the difference seemed to be that your punches were having a greater effect on him than his were on you when he landed. Did you feel his power?
Así es. La verdad que mis respetos para Cotto, como le he dicho.
You know, truthfully, like I said, my respects for Cotto, as I said.
Yo me sentí muy bien. Lo único que yo quería es, no importa que conectara 10 golpes, pero bien dados.
You know, like I said, my respect for him. What I said, it doesn't matter if I landed 10 punches, but 10 well-connected punches.
Y obviamente que no me conectara él golpes.
And obviously not get hit by his punches.
Okay, now we turn our attention to what's coming up. The hope in the boxing world was that if Canelo won, he would fight Triple G because Canelo fights everyone. What are your thoughts now that you're considered the lineal middleweight champion and he has all the belts, or many of the belts? What are your thoughts about fighting Triple G?
Con todo respeto, ahorita sí te puedo contestar. Anteriormente me preguntaban y estaba enfocado en esta pelea. Si quieres, me vuelvo a poner los guantes ahorita mismo con él.
You know, with all due respect, before I didn't want to answer you because I was focused on this fight. But with all due respect, if you want to fight him right now, I'll put the gloves on right now and fight him now.
Mis respetos. Es un gran campeón. Lo conozco. Lo conozco. Es un gran campeón. Es un amigo mío. Pero yo no le tengo miedo a nadie. Ahorita mismo me vuelvo a poner los guantes.
My respect. He's a great champion. I know him. He's a friend of mine. But right now, I'll put the gloves on against him.
And this is one of the many reasons the boxing world loves Canelo. Congratulations, champ.
Gracias.
Though Cotto and his trainer Freddie Roach expressed the obligatory outrage at the decision, in general, fans and media agreed with the unanimous verdict for Canelo. He landed the heavier punches. Since then, he's produced 2 knockouts and a runaway romp over his countryman Julio Cesar Chavez to set himself up for the next assignment, the biggest fight of his career, September 16, live in Las Vegas against Kazakh knockout artist Triple G, Gennady Golovkin. Don't miss it. HBO Pay-Per-View will be there to bring it to you live September 16.